Hello and welcome back to another beer review. Now this time we were going over to Lancashire. I was over there this week, popped in at a garden centre over there, like you do, and picked up a couple of beers from local breweries. So I've got one from the Crankshaft Brewery. There you go, boys and girls. Engineered in Leyland, shall I say. And it says Sumner's Steam, coming in at 6.6% ABV. There you go, boys and girls. There's the side, Crankshaft Brewery. First beer I've had from this lot, so I shall read to you what it says on the label. It says beer created in small batches, brewed and bottled in Leyland, which is near Preston, I think. Sumner's Steam is our own ancient honey ale known as Braggart. 30% honey, 70% barley, Bramling Cross hops. This beer is bottle conditioned, stored upright. There you go. It says best before 9th of December this year, and it's bottled, bottled there on the 9th of June, is it? 17. Best served 8 to 12 degrees. See that, boys and girls? If you want to know about Crankshaft Brewery, it's www.crankshaftbrewery.co.uk. There you go, like you do. So without further ado, crack her open. I do like honey beers. Some I've had which you think are a little bit contrived, a little bit artificial in a way, and there's some beers I've had which the honey feels natural. It feels like it's a natural flavour, if you know what I mean. So, bit of smoke there, bit of liveliness going up, like a peachy crown, peachy, getting a bit dark. It's gone up the nose. You do get your honey. You do get honey in that. I'll just whack her in because he's being a pain. So yeah, garden centres, great places to pick up local brews. I love them. They're great sources to buy local beers, but you have to travel to them. When I next go down to Sussex, I'll be checking out the garden centres down in Sussex. It's quite weird, isn't it? You go to a garden centre, what, are you into horticulture? No, I'm going down to the garden centre to pick up local beers because the supermarkets don't do them. Because they like to go with, whatever the best deal they can get for themselves, if you know what I mean. So, beer in a glass. There is like a honey coloured glow to this beer. There is quite a bit of sediment, yeast sediment at the bottom. Actually, there's tons of sediment in this beer. I can see it now. There's loads of it. But I like that. I like the sediment in beers. It doesn't put me off at all, because every time I see sediment, I think flavour. And that looks absolutely great for me, from my perspective anyway. See what we get from the nose. Here's a nice whiff of honey there. Nice steady hit of malt on the background. Not much else, so I'm gonna go in. So cheers. Oh. Oof. I'm trying to think what's the stronger out of this. The strength, what you feel, or the honey, because there's quite a bit of honey. You can pick up a load of honey out of this. Christ. There's not a lot in it, to be honest with you. The strength or the honey, which is the winner? I think they're more or less the same. The first mouthful, you do get a big whack of alcohol strength. You do get a hint of spiciness there. It really is a full-on beer. This it just kind of like feels like you've been smacked in the mouth. Gonna go in again. There is a real honey presence. It feels like someone's just chucked a jar of honey in here. Obviously they're not. Do I like this beer? It really is full on. The ingredients are water, barley, honey, hops, wheat and yeast. I'd like to know how much honey there is in this. I do like honey. I like the set honey. I don't like the normal kind of like clear looking honey, which is runny. I prefer the set honey. This, gonna go again. See if I can pick up anything. You do get a bit of spiciness. It certainly bites. You couldn't session this. You'll be hammered. There is a bit of aftertaste. Does it complement the honey? I think it needs something in there to give you a nice balance with the amount of honey you've got in it. There's something, you know, needs to balance it off, I suppose. Choosing the branding cross as well. Going one more time. It's very, very lively as well. First off, would I buy this again? You know what? I think I would. I think I know I would, because the thing what made me buy it in the beginning was it was a honey ale. I would definitely buy it again. Secondly, could you session it? No chance. It'd be flat on your back. Thirdly, would it go with food? Definitely. I'm thinking steak to go with this. Yeah, all in all, yeah, it's a great beer. Yeah, I like this beer. It gets a bit of getting used to. I wasn't expecting so much honey in this. I was expecting the amount of strength in this either, in the taste, the alcohol warmth, but once you get used to it, when you keep drinking it, you do get a slight bit of hotness on the back end as well. It's not bad at all, and yeah, I like this one. So boys and girls, if you like honey and you want loads of it in a beer, this is a beer to get. If you don't like honey and you haven't got a sweet tooth, don't buy it. Believe you me, don't buy it. But for me, honey's great in beer. Like I said before at the beginning of the review, sometimes it feels natural, sometimes it doesn't. For me, this feels more natural in a way than someone just clunking a load of honey in it. Crankshaft Brewery, Sumner's Steam. Give it a whirl if you like it. Honey, that is. And on that score, murder me in the comments. Please subscribe, and I shall see you boys and girls on my next one. So cheers.